Pie, oh me, oh my. Cherry pie, pumpkin pie, apple pie. What's your favorite kind of pie? I'm not even going to talk about that kind of pie today. It's making me hungry. Let's talk about Pi Day. How about some valuable facts about Pi Day? P-I Day. Pi has intrigued scholars and mathematicians for millennia, dating all the way back to the ancient Babylonians. The mathematical constant, which is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, is approximately equal to 3.14159. Approximately being the key word there. More accurately, pi is an irrational number that goes on forever without repeating itself. Its ubiquity in math, science, and beyond makes it one of the most recognizable and most mysterious numbers in the world. As a result, it has even garnered a holiday in its honor every March 14th, or 314, corresponding to the first three digits of pi. People in and out of the scientific establishment celebrate the beauty and practicality of pi. Here are some fun facts about this celebration and the number that inspired it. The first Pi Day took place in the 1980s. The first known celebration of Pi Day took place in 1988 at San Francisco's Exploratorium. Physicist and curator Larry Shaw, aka the Prince of Pi, came up with the idea at a staff retreat and organized the museum's inaugural event, which included fruit pies and tea served at 159, the three digits in pi after 3.14. Later celebrations included pie raids of museum staff and visitors, each with a subsequent digit of pi, marching around the building behind Shaw, who upheld the tradition until his death in 2017. The Exploratorium still holds Pi Day events every year with lectures, concerts, pie processors, and, of course, dessert. Universities celebrate Pi Day in their own unique ways. Since that first Pi Day in the 1980s, other institutions have adopted the holiday as their own, complete with math-themed celebrations and traditions. St. Bonaventure University, for one, has its Pi Day itinerary scheduled by the minute to correspond with the digits of pi. Festivities start on March 14th at exactly 1:59 p.m. and conclude 2 hours and 65 minutes later, symbolic of 3.14159.265. Not to be outdone, MIT posts its undergraduate admissions decisions for prospective students every year on Pi Day, often with cleverly strategic timestamps. In 2012, for example, the decisions were released at 6:28 p.m. to represent and approximate the mathematical constant tau, T-A-U. 3 years later, they posted at 9:26 a.m., 3.1415 at 9:26, corresponding to 3.1415926. And more recently, in 2020, they were made available online at 1:59 p.m. Again, to match the digits of pi. Pi Day is also Albert Einstein's birthday. The town of Princeton, New Jersey, celebrates Pi Day in conjunction with the birthday of one of its most famous former residents, Albert Einstein, who was born in Germany on March 14, 1879. The festivities include walking tours of Einstein's favorite hangouts, a pie recitation competition, pie tastings, and even an Einstein look-alike contest. Truly a genius way to celebrate. March 14th also happens to mark the anniversary of the death of another esteemed physicist, Stephen Hawking, who passed away at the age of 76 on that day in 2018. It's not the only link between two of the 20th century's most influential scientists, but it's certainly an interesting cosmic coincidence. Pi Day is an excuse to get cheap pizza. Pi Day doesn't really have anything to do with the kind of pie we eat, unless you count the fact that pies are traditionally circles. But that hasn't stopped pie shops and other businesses from cashing in on the craze. Many restaurants offer discounts on pie on March 14th, as well as specials on pizza, cake, and other circular treats. In the past, brands including 7-Eleven and CC's Pizza and even the Honey Baked Ham Company have gotten in on the action. If you ask me, any holiday that offers whole pizzas for $3.14 is one worth celebrating. It's official. Pi Day was recognized by Congress in 2009. In the 2 decades after Larry Shaw's first pie-themed celebration at the Exploratorium, Pi Day became such a widespread observance that on March 12, 2009, the U.S. House of Representatives passed a non-binding resolution supporting the designation of a Pi Day and its celebration around the world. The measure was backed by various science and technology organizations, including the Association for Competitive Technology and the American Chemical Society, in a lighthearted effort to encourage students to further engage with mathematics. Pi Day has also garnered global recognition via UNESCO, which celebrates March 14th as the International Day of Mathematics. There's more than one day to celebrate pi. March 14th isn't the only date on which pi is celebrated. Some people also observe Pi Approximation Day on July 22nd, since the fraction that approximates pi is 22/7, which is that date written in the day-month format. Others cleverly honor pi on November 10th, as it's the 314th day in a non-leap year. A few even celebrate 2 Pi Day, or Tau Day, T-A-U Day, as it's also known, on June 28th. Tau is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its radius, equal to 2 pi, or approximately 6.28, making June 28th the perfect occasion for double servings of pie. That's a little bit about Pi Day. How are you celebrating Pi Day? Are you having some pie, pizza, cherry, any other round confections? Or maybe you're doing math. This has been What Makes You Smarter. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.